So, Chapter 4, titled Political Espionage or Politics as Usual. This was a very interesting chapter to me because I feel like the line between what is right and what you're told, if it differs, then you need to go with what is right. In this chapter, it talks about the political campaign and how the person was asked to do things that she wasn't comfortable with regarding the campaign. And I feel like in today that is a serious problem that comes up a lot, because the misleading advertising can very much alter a political campaign, which will also alter what goes through, like in Congress and everything. But like it said, like in here, it's when she asked about her moral compass, and the girl says, my supervisor admired my taking a stand on what I was not willing to do. And that's the thing, is I think that the majority of this chapter, what you have to do is know your ground and stand it, and not cross the line no matter what job it's worth, because in the end, in the long run, you doing the right thing matters. I personally have witnessed an event where this has happened. My sister was working for a job the company was committing fraud, and she brought this up to her supervisor, where she found the audit or whatever, and her supervisor told her to stop, that she couldn't continue like pressing this. And so my sister had her dream job, but she quit it because they were doing things morally unethical. And I mean, she risked a lot by doing that, like quitting her dream job, but she couldn't stay there knowing that it was unethical. And like part of the, politics, that's just part of politics, and that's just not true. And so I thought the PRSA's code of ethics that's talked about in this chapter is very accurate, where it says, for example, loyalty stresses the need to be faithful to those we represent. So she feels like the need, you're with a company or with a person, a campaign person, and you want to be there for them, but while honoring our obligation to serve the public interest. So you have to respect your morality going through this, which is a lot like chapter 2, I think it was. That your moral is the most important part. This chapter where it asks, like, you've been hired to work as a representative, and you believe in your candidate, so you want to see her become the next governor. And it talks about your responsibilities, and like making fake Facebook accounts, I think is just not worth it. If your campaign is good enough, it will show. And I think that fake things and lying is definitely not what's going to get you where you need to be. It might be the quick solution, but that's not going to be the end game. And that is where politics seem to have the most problems, is the lying and deceitfulness. And if all that would just not happen, people would realize you can actually gain things from doing the right thing, which is few and far between. But that's why people need to know their morals and the ethics that are right.